Hi guys, I'm Brooke and this is Pippa, and you guys know who we are if you're watching this video because this isn't going to be about the car or any tips or tricks or anything. This is just to say thank you guys so freaking much. I am completely shocked, overwhelmed, speechless, and yet at the same time I feel like I have so much to say about the response to my last video about getting Moonbeam, the pilot, that is her name, nickname Beam. I don't know where that came from. I'm just inspired by the moonroof or something in here. But I just wanted to let you guys know I am so overwhelmed with gratitude. Like, have been crying for days and days and days, seeing how many donations have rolled in, how many like sweet things that people have said. Trust me, I have read every single comment, every single word that you guys have said for me and Pippa, and I'm so freaking grateful. But I was not absolutely speechless about the fact that like I was not expecting so many people to want to help and donate, because in my mind, like, I had the problem solved, right? Like, by the time I posted that video, I had already, taken the car with me, moved in, did all the things. So I, in my mind, wasn't looking for any sort of donation or expecting anything. And I was incredibly overwhelmed that night. Like, I was texting my assistant and I was like, holy, what is happening? And she was like, look how many people love you and Pippa and want to support you. And it's so true. I feel like I knew, but I didn't know. And I feel like because it was so unexpected, it just meant so much more to me that like Jen inspired you all to also want to help out me and Pippa. So I want to let you guys know that the car is paid off. It is in my name fully. I was contacted by the dealership because we had some paperwork issues, and I on the phone had just said then, hey, I actually had like an incredible response to my video. Can I just pay off the rest in cash to you directly instead of going through financing so I can save on any other fees and interest? So you guys actually saved me about $1,000 with fees, interest, etc., to not have to even actually go through and finance it. So the car is paid off. It's free and clear. It's mine. I have the plates done. I have the title transferred. We're all done. We're all good to go. This is my car. And all of you, including Jen and every single other person, has helped so much. And like I said, I feel like I can't even express how loved I feel, how supported I feel, how grateful I am to have so many giving, loving, supporting people in my channel. Like, I can't believe you all exist. I wish I could be more eloquent with my words and like have something scripted, or I just kind of sat down and wanted to film this, and I was going to go through and like try to name every single person, but then I started to get anxious that I would forget somebody's name and that person wouldn't feel like they didn't make a difference or something if I didn't name them. So I'm not going to go through and like name every single person, but I promise you I'm trying to get back to everybody as individually as I can, whether it's through Venmo, PayPal, a Cash App, etc. Even on like the thanks feature on YouTube, I'm trying to make sure I respond to everything. It's just been so overwhelming because literally there were hundreds of you guys, and I just cannot believe it. And I do want to say, I want to make a very, 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 very clear thank you to those who said that they couldn't donate actual cash but could watch the ads on all my videos. I want to let you guys know that that does equal money for me as a YouTube partner. I split that ad revenue with YouTube. So just because it's not coming out of your pocket directly, it is actual money that's going into a paycheck that I get every single month on from Google, like on YouTube. So just because you're giving your time instead of actual cash from your bank account or something does not mean that your time or your gift of watching those ads isn't just as meaningful. So I want to make sure that you guys know that I appreciate every single little thing, whether it's just sharing my videos, whether it's commenting to put me in the algorithm, whether it's watching the ads, whether it's actually donating. Of course, I'm very thankful for that as well. But every single one of you matters, and every single portion of your support matters, and has made an incredible difference in my life in not only paying off the car, but putting money back into my savings account, and just knowing that I have so many amazing people out there that just want to see me and Pippa succeed. And trust me, it's the most inspiring thing. I know a lot of you said some very sweet things about how I inspire you, but you guys also have really inspired me to want to create more and to really have this be just like a next chapter for me and Pippa, to bring you guys like as much content as I possibly can. And I'm just so incredibly grateful. I do also want to answer a couple questions that I got a lot in that video. And about the like decision to get a new car when it seemed like the locks were the only issue. And I do want to say, I'm not going to like fully explain myself, because if I just want a new car, I can just try to get a new car. Like, people buy cars for less than like locks not working. I do understand I could have fixed the locks, and I do know how to fix them myself. You just need a new cylinder to put in there. I would just have to rekey the car. But the locks were the cherry on top of about $5,000 worth of work that I needed done. And so if you go back and you watch the video of like Meet Brooke and Pippa, like my introduction video, I did say very clearly in that video, which I know not everybody has seen every video of mine, but I was choosing to put money into savings rather than save that Honda CRV, because it was approaching 300,000 miles. When I was having trouble starting it and it was making noises and then the locks didn't work, I knew I needed to start looking for a new car. It just so happened that I found literally the exact car, make, model, and year in my price range, like in the area I was in. It just kind of worked out perfectly to go ahead and let go of the CRV. And also, like I said in that video, that CRV was not a great place for me emotionally anymore. I had outgrown it and really felt like to move on and to continue growing, I couldn't do it in that car. So just the same way as if you were in, you know, a bad situation and wanted to move apartments because you had some really bad memories in a place, it's kind of the same thing, because this is my house. So I took the chance on getting a car with a warranty and an upgrade and things that and lower mileage than what my car is. I know it's still high mileage. I did get a few comments about that, but it's still a lot of miles less than my Honda CRV. So I really only need this car to last me about a year, because even though paying in cash, I mean, that's still less than a year's worth of rent. So if you think about it that way, I was investing in an upgrade, and I had been planning this for a long time. That's why I had saved up so much cash for it. So I hope that answers a little bit about that. And same thing with the pop-up. You guys have to remember that the pop-up was only $1,500, and I was putting more strain on my CRV by towing it, even though it was within the weight limit, etc. But because everything happened on the same day, I think a lot of people missed that. Like, a lot of the camper stuff and the car stuff all happened on the same day. It was very overwhelming, and when I was presented with the choice to sell the camper rather than put the last bit of money that I had saved up for this car into the camper, I decided to let the camper go, because it did give me the last little push of money back to just sell it. I know we probably could have saved it. I know somebody there probably lowballed me because they want it as a project camper, but honestly, letting it go was okay with me. I would rather have an upgraded vehicle situation and do something that's lower stress in the event that something else would happen than saving both. It was just my personal choice. I know I don't have to explain this to people, but there were questions about it. And honestly, the camper was a lot of work, and I don't think, now that I've been out of it, I think it was causing me a lot of stress. I don't think it was the right choice. I think it was a choice that I needed to make to know what I want for the future. But it's definitely, I'm definitely much more comfortable being back in just an SUV situation right now. And if that changes in the future, obviously you guys will know. But for now, I'm just going to continue SUV camping because I'm really enjoying it again. I do want to address one last thing before I go on this video, is that you guys have been so wonderful, but I do want to remind you all to not try to contact me through my business email or personally in any way. I know I do have some information public, but that is very invasive, and you're not going to like the response that you get if you try to contact me in a way that's not on a public forum, such as TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube comments. You're not like jumping the line by trying to email me or text me or find my business number and things like that. It's just very invasive that you go to those lengths. I see and read your comments when they're in a public forum, whether they're on a YouTube comment, an Instagram DM, a TikTok comment, etc. I do check all of it, but my business email is for my business sponsorships, collaborations, and things like that, and my assistant has access to that email and runs all of it at this point. I've completely handed it over to her, so while I have access to it, I am not the person who runs that, and so you're gonna get a response from my assistant. You're not going to get a response from me. I feel like we need to have really good boundaries with things like that. I know people mean well, but it comes off really invasive when you try to find my personal information or my business information and contact me that way than from the multiple public ways that you get to reach me. And so I just feel like I have to set that boundary that I'm not going to be nice back if you're finding out different ways to contact me, and I know probably you mean well, but it comes off very invasive and almost threatening to me to be contacted in that way, and you're just probably not going to like my response. It's like it's akin to like coming to like finding somebody's address on the internet and just coming to their house. There are so many ways to contact me publicly, and I check them all and try to keep up with them as best as I can, but there is no skipping the line if you find my business email, my business phone number, my, you know, personal email, anything that's attached to any of my stuff. You're not skipping the line, you're just being very invasive. So I'm going to go ahead and set that boundary pretty harshly with that one, is that I'm not going to be as loving and nice and supportive back if you're trying to do those things. So other than that, so I hope that clears up some stuff, and I just want to again thank everybody so much. We are so happy. It's not fully like done in here yet to where I'm gonna like have a tour or anything, but I do have a couple videos coming of like when I went to my storage unit and kind of moved everything. But I have just been taking some time off to just like regroup and recharge before heading out for the rest of the fall. I am going to be going back east because of Pippa's vet appointment, and I had to reschedule all of that stuff. So we've just had kind of a lot happening, so the content will be a little irregular for a second, but I promise you guys will get to see everything. You'll get check-ins. I just want to let you guys know again that I do read everything that you guys send me publicly, and I am so grateful for all of your support, all of the love, all of everything, believing in me and Pippa, and just allowing us to live out our dream. And we are so excited for the content that's coming. Obviously she's super comfortable. I need to do some cleaning, but that's pretty typical for me, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, bye.